Like the title says, why did I buy a decade old figure from 2011? That was actually more than a decade. It's been about 12 years now. So, to be straight, quick, and simple to the point, I was still in elementary school when this figure came out in 2011. So, I just did not get the chance to get a Dark of the Moon version of Megatron. I didn't have the chance to. But why did I go for the 2011 version when you have the Studio Series, the updated version, which you could argue is more accurate? So, how I do think the Studio Series is more accurate to the film, I simply get too much nostalgic from this figure that I could not live without getting this for my collection. Like most people, I grew up watching Optibotimus and MGO 360 that I have so much nostalgic for the original 2011 figure that I wanted this one first. However, the issue with this is that this figure is not the Hasbro version. So what happens then? So first of all, his cock broke on me, so
Pause! What?
this thing was $15, so it is very flimsy. I used my birthday money that I got from my best friend to buy this, so shout out to him. I don't think he wants me to say his name probably, but it does start with an R. And you're gonna see this shit. It's just so flimsy. It pisses me off. As you see, it's very hard to make it stand. The feet are so annoying. I don't know if the Hasbro version was like this. And I forgot about this part. I forgot to record that he does come with the cape. But the reason I forgot about it is because it's the wrong shade. You can't really tell on camera, but this is a completely different shade than the Hasbro version. It looks weird on the toy because the color does not fit at all. But like the Hasbro version, you just, not simply, you plug this in and it's not worth the trouble at all, just like the Hasbro version, because you just get this mess. So anyway, moving on to the truck mode, this is the best that you're gonna get. It can roll somewhat. This is how it looked before, which is why I gave up on trying to transform this thing on camera. Yeah, it is a big ass mess. I hate, oh my gosh. The thing, the gas tank just comes apart. The parts do not plug in correctly. I was not gonna transform this thing on camera. I gave up. This is just such a mess. I know it's $15, but with $15, yeah, what are you gonna get? Yeah, I mean, it's alright. It's not a bad truck. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So all of the jokes aside, which were not really jokes, this thing is a piece of shit. Do I regret buying this? No, I do not. It does look, it fits in so well with Studio Series somehow. It doesn't look out of place, especially because since the newer figures have been going down in height, it just fits perfectly. It doesn't look like it's not a Studio Series. It looks like it's a part of the same line. You can't really tell that this, as 12 years old, it aged gracefully. It aged beautifully, especially with Optimus. You cannot tell that this does not belong next to these guys. And just to get a better look at the size comparison, like you can see, it fits so perfectly with Optimus. I think you don't have to buy the Studio Series Megatron, to be honest. If you want a Dark of the Moon Megatron to go with Optimus, you could really still get the 2011 version and be fine. So yeah, that's why I have zero regrets buying a 12-year-old figure all these years later, because the nostalgic blast I had was something I would not put a price on. You know, the head it's so silly, looking back at this shit. He looks ugly as fuck in the best way possible. The eyes were just, the light piping is something they need to bring back more often these days, because just look how great that looks. He's Megatron, that's all that you can say. But the MacTech is something that they left in the past for a reason. Just look what happens when you pay $15 for this. Actually, I forgot to say, but the only bad thing I will say about the 2011 version compared to the Studio Series is that he never came with the shotgun. And it's been 12 years, but 0 out of 10. This shit pisses me off. I'm joking, by the way. Final statement. He is a 10 out of 10. He aged perfectly. He is a 10 out of 10. He's beautiful. Well, he's ugly as fuck, but he's a beautiful figure. Just get the Hasbro version.